Okay. Barbarian. One, two, three. No, I want to roll. Oh my gosh. Dang it! He totally biffed it. 1, 2. Oh, crap! Alright. Well, we're all kind of clustered together. We'll just stick to standard 6 movement at this point, I think. We're about to round this corner and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can move 2 more spaces after I set up this hallway. What could be going on here? Let's find out. Get that going on. I looked into, this is kind of off topic, but that's what I do. I was just looking last night into the Monster Hunter World board game that was launched on Kickstarter about a year ago. I can't remember if it's actually available yet at retail or not. I'm not sure whatever happened to it. I wanted to like what I was seeing of that gameplay demonstration from the makers of that game, and I just wasn't. But I got back into... This is a roundabout way of saying I got back into Monster Hunter World over the weekend. I haven't played it in so long. I thought I was done with that game. I kind of go in bursts. I'll play it for, like, the crap out of it for a while. I'm close to 1,000 hours into it now. And I stopped at around 919, 920. And as time has gone on, my gaps between times of really being into it get longer and longer and longer. And the last time was, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or more. And I was like, I think at long last, I am permanently done with this game. I'll just play the next Monster Hunter game when it comes out. God, it's hooksing me again over the weekend. All those systems, man. All those systems. Here we go. 2 more spaces, elf. 1, 2. That's the elf. He's done. Dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's done. Wizard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's done. Take a threat, and then reset. Alright, I'm just doing that to kind of speed things along. I think right now I've got so much threat that I feel like I should be spawning monsters. But again, I think that bogs the game down to have too much combat in a single dungeon. And so I think I'm just going to have to rebalance the trap mechanic and have them spring basically... I was doing this for a while. I was having the trap spring guaranteed every door you open up, as long as you have the threat to pay for it. But that was getting to be too much. So I think I need to find a middle ground of... Let's just try it right now. Let's have, like, on a skull or black shield. A skull or black shield will trigger... so now we've gone from less than 50% chance... We went from 1 in 6 to 2 in 6, and now I'm moving over. Now it's going to be like a 4 in 6 chance of the trap springing. Let's say. Okay. Traps. Do I have a little note here? White shield here. Let me. Okay. New room or corridor, and we'll say skull / black shield. Triggers most expensive trap that I can pay for. I think that's the way to go. It's too late now. I think I'm still going to have too much threat by the time the quest is done, but I think that's the way to go. All right, so we've reset, and Barbarian's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's good. I'll stop there. Elf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll open up the door. I don't know if I'll move in or not. I'm curious, and there's not many people watching right now, but either whether you're watching now or watching the archived version of this later, I'd be interested to hear if you have ever played this game. A number of people that I've noticed that watch me play this live over the last year or so have not played the game themselves. I think maybe when it's archived, I get more people that have played it, but not necessarily. I need a fireplace. We got another door leading out. Boy, there's still doors back here in the dungeon I have not checked out yet that I'm going to have to get back to if this path leads me to the final room, which I think it will. Okay, so we got that, and then 3 orcs. 1, 2, 3. All right. And he is not going to step in there because they'll just surround him first chance they get. I don't think I need to have him do anything else. Okay, so he'll just be done. That's the elf's turn. Dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want to go back and have... Maybe I should... Yeah, I'll say that actually the elf did move one more space. He moved there instead. So that I can maybe tempt these orcs to run out into the hallway and start attacking. Because I think they'll do that. That thematically makes sense to me that they would. The dwarf got as far as he could, so he's done. Wizard is going to move forward to be available. 1, 2, 3, 4. But he's definitely not going to get in this space here where the orcs would have access to him. So that's it for the wizard. You know, another thing that I could do with the threat tokens, I had in my homebrew rules that when you're not playing solo, the normal thing is Zargon only gets a threat when it's his turn and there are no monsters on the board. But I added a note saying, you know, to make it more challenging, or when playing solo, Zargon gets a threat every turn. That's something that I could also consider. At the same time, I have all these healing potions, and I feel like I don't have any grounds to say it's getting too hard when I have this surplus of healing potions on each of my guys. So, never mind that thought. Yeah, everybody's done except for now it's Zargon's turn. I think I took my threat. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. This orc is going to attack the elf, and he gets 3 attack dice. Oops. Nope. All shields. Nothing really useful there. This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think they have like 8 movement or something. Yeah, 8 movement, so he's good. He's going to attack the dwarf, and he gets 2 skulls. Dwarf gets 3 defense dice. Oh my gosh, unbelievable, he gets 2 shields. Here's the other one over here. Beautiful. Well done, dwarf. And this orc cannot attack diagonally, but I'm still going to get him in there as close to the fight as I can. And that's it. Now we move on to the barbarian's turn. Let's see here. Craig suggests you could also adjust it depending on the amount of threat. More threat equals higher probability. Less threat equals lower probability. I'm not sure I'm following what you're saying there. So adjust it depending on it's the word it. Adjust it like the number of like how often the traps trigger. Like if I have a pool of threat, or maybe if you mean if I spend more threat, or no, a pool of threat would probably be what you mean there. The higher my pool threat. Yeah. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Although that gives me one more thing to keep track of. That's like another variable to keep track of. I don't know if my brain can handle it. I'm pretty sure it cannot. But that's an interesting suggestion. And to maybe groups playing the game that would want to try out these rules or something like them, I think you might be onto something there that groups could use. So, cool suggestion. Thank you. All right, let's see here. What's happening? The monster's attacked. We've reset. Barbarian's turn. Can he get in the mix? Now, this is a legitimate question to ask because, let's see, he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If he wanted to really get in there, he could use Reckless Charge, and he would be giving the Orc a free attack, but then at least he could get in the mix and attack one of those two guys. I'm going to try it. If nothing else, just to kind of show you guys how Reckless Charge works. And remind me how it works. See, these are rules that I came up with, but I wrote them down for the first time years ago, and only play this game when I stream it. Only play this game with these rules when I'm streaming it. Here we go. Reckless Charge. Any figure may force their way through an enemy space as long as they end their move on an empty space. However, doing this allows every enemy they move through or adjacent to make a free attack against them, for which they may roll only half of their normal defense dice. Yeah. So actually, he would subject himself to an attack from both this orc and this one because he's moving adjacent to it. Yeah. And he can only roll half of his defense dice. Yeah, there really is a cost to that, to doing that. I'll just have him stay put. Well, for the most part. I'll have him move up here behind the wizard. Okay, so that's the barbarian. The elf's turn. Oh, you know what? I commented playing this game with my nephews for the first time. I should say that we were playing with my house rules. I didn't lean into them as much on their first game. I didn't want to overcomplicate things. But, I mean, they still had access to things like Reckless Charge. And I think, as I was just reminded now, just having that as an option, it adds some thought to decisions in the game, to your decision-making in the game. Definitely after a while, if you play with just the vanilla rules of HeroQuest, it gets so rote, so vanilla, you can play this game almost on autopilot because it's just so obvious what the logical move is to make, what the reasonable thing is to do. And so adding in Reckless Charge at least provides an opportunity for for you to have to factor in something, factor in something additional. Okay. Elf. Elf is attacking. He's got a pretty meager attack. But dang it, he's going to go for it. He's kind of in the thick of it in a way I normally would not want him to be. Okay, so he got one skull on that roll. Right there, oops. And the orc gets 2 defense dice. He does not roll a black shield, only has 1 body point, so the orc is down. Does he leave us any presents? No, he does not. But hey, -1 work. That's great. All right, dwarf. Just going to see if he can take care of this orc back here. Attacks with 3 attack dice. Oh, that's a pretty good roll. He got 2 skulls off of that. The orc defends with 2. No black shield, so he likewise is gone. Leaves nothing behind. So that's the end of the dwarf's turn. The wizard. The wizard with his 4 healing potions is going to do nothing. I thought about doing Seeking Bolt, but no, let's just end there. Barbarian's going to be able to come out and finish this thing off. So, I'll stop taking threat for now. I have so much. I'll stop taking threat for now unless there's a turn with no monsters on the board. So, Orc comes out. He's going to take a swing at the elf. He gets 3 attack dice. 2 skulls. That's a good swing. That is a good swing. The elf gets 3 defense dice. And he blocks 1 of them. But he takes 1 point of damage as well, bringing him down to 3. He's got 3 healing potions on him, though. Not concerned. Alright, let's see here. That's the end of Zargon's turn. Oh my gosh, 9 minutes left today. But we are past the halfway point, so that is definitely encouraging. Actually, we're well past the halfway point. Nice, because really I wanted to... Well, tomorrow's going to be shortened because I've got a refrigerator repair person coming at some time between 8 and noon. And as soon as they arrive, I basically have to shut down the stream, and then I just want to stay offline and available to them for any part of the process. So they might be here for a couple hours, I don't know. So the stream, the time that I'm streaming is less definite as far as when exactly. It'll be between 8:30 and 11, but some big chunk of that is going to be offline, and a big long intermission while I wait for that to get done. Our fridge died over a week ago, and this was the soonest they could get him in was tomorrow. Crap! So we've been living out of coolers on our kitchen counter for the last week and are pretty urgently wanting a fridge back. So unfortunately that has to take priority. But anyway, yeah, I'm more than halfway through this dungeon, so that gives me confidence that half of the time streaming this week I will be able to give to For Against Darkness. Looking forward to streaming that for the first time. Been having a lot of fun with it. Anyway, so Barbarian's turn. Here he goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, get in there and just wreck house. We don't want to use Barbarian Rage. We don't want to waste it, but you can get a little bit mad. Come on, Barbarian. Here we go. 1 skull. That is enough to finish him off. But he gets 2 defense dice. No black shields, though. There he goes. Did you leave a present? Come on. Little parting gift? No. Nothing. Alright, but that's the Barbarian's turn. Elf is off the shelf and in this room. 1, 2, 3. And he's searching for treasure. What do we got? Hazard! As my friend used to say, playing this game. While you are searching, a hidden arrow shoots from the wall, striking you. You lose 1 body point. And your turn is over. Return this card to the bottom of the deck. So that sucks a bit, but at least no one else has to deal with it. Let me take that body point off before I forget. That brings him down to 2. Dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll go right here and he will likewise search for treasure. What do we got? Crap! Dang it! Wandering monster. Alright. Well, the Fimmer jumps out of the fireplace and attacks. And he's got 3 attack dice, right? Yes. 3 attack dice, 3 defense dice, and 2 body. 1 on the dwarf, who defends with 3. Manages to block it. So that's the end of that. Wizard. Do you want to risk getting in there and roasting this guy? No. I mean, because you can only do 1 damage to him. Guaranteed, anyway. And beyond that, you're not in the business of getting into the mix of things. Okay. So the Fimmer can now attack. Just do a standard attack again. There's no one else, no other bad guy allies. It's not really worth it to grapple, but he's still going to keep taking it out on this dwarf if he can. 1 skull. Dwarf defends with 3. He blocks it. And we are back to the heroes. Here comes the Barbarian again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, Barbarian. Do it to it. 3 skulls. Pretty good. Fimmer. No defense. He's out. Present? No. Dang it. Oh well. So that's the end of the barbarian's turn. Elf is going to keep things moving. They go 1, 2, 3. Open up this door. Take a step into it. 4. Now, what did I say? I said a skull or a black shield now triggers a trap, right? Oh, we better re-roll that. All right, it's a skull. So a pit trap is generated. And he may blunder into it. We'll see. I mean, the trap appears either way. There we go. But if he can roll less than his current mind points on a d6, he can at least dodge it. So I gotta roll less than 4. Oh my gosh! Awesome! So that was like 4, right? I think he has 2 movement left. There's that part of the hallway, and he can determine that this does not branch left when going down the other way. And that there's a door at the end here. And that there's an orc guarding it. So he could move 2 more spaces. I think he will. 1, 2. That's the end of his turn. The dwarf now. Just going to see if he can jump it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, if he can jump that, he can unload with his crossbow at least once. Maybe take this guy out before anything gets started. But alas, he didn't make it that far. He fell in the pit, dang it. Oops. Sorry, I bumped my mic. And loses a body point when he hits bottom so viciously. His turn's over. Alright, Elderast, you gotta move. Well, we'll just do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is the end of his turn. Alright. Well, let me do Zargon's turn, and then I should probably call it. We'll go 1, 2. He gets 3 attack dice. 2 skulls on the elf. Yikes. No shields. Ow! Ow. So he's going to have to drink a healing potion. That takes him out. Let's see what he gets. Oh my gosh. I rolled a 2 and a 3. So the most he gets back from that one is a 3. Is 3 health. And he's down to 2 healing potions. Yeah, see, the tide can turn in such a nasty way because of the wide range that you can roll on a d6 for healing. So I really have no hesitations or reservations about house rolling 2d6 and choosing the better one for your healing potion roll. But yeah, that's the end of Zargon's turn. I will pick this up again. The plan is 8:30 tomorrow morning. All right. Well, welcome, for those watching live, to day 2 of Solo Tabletop Dungeon Fest 2022. For those watching the archived video, thanks for checking out this video. And I hope y'all are ready for some more HeroQuest. I'm in the middle, actually past the halfway point in Quest 3, Prince Magnus's Gold of the original base set of HeroQuest. However, this is heavily modified, adding in monsters from other tabletop games that I own, that I created custom stats for, giving special abilities to each hero, to each monster, all kinds of stuff. You'll want to watch some of the past videos to get caught up on that. I'm going to assume that you've watched the previous material for this stream, and so I'm not going to, explain stuff that I've already explained before. I'm just going to get right into it. Okay, so it's the hero's turn now. So the barbarian is not able to really contribute, although can he give some healing potions? Oh, he already did that. That's right. I wanted to give some healing potions to the wizard so that he could use Seeking Bolt, even though that's puts him in some danger of losing health. I think that's good. So the barbarian has 3 healing potions, elf has 2, dwarf has 2, wizard Elderast has 4. So I think we're pretty good. I'll just move the barbarian to kind of get him caught up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 looks pretty good to me. The elf will take a shot and then get out of the way. So he gets 3. No, he just gets 2. A measly 2. I've got to upgrade him after this quest. Let's see here. Oh, this fell down at some point. Where does this go? Over here somewhere? This is way down here. All my cords are knocking things over. 1 skull on the orc. The orc gets 2 defense dice, 1 body point. He is able to defend. Wow. Okay. So yeah, elf needs to get out of the way. Oh crap, but to get out of the way he's going to have to jump that pit. He does have a better chance of jumping them. Let me remind myself of his ability again. Avoids sprung traps on anything but a white shield. Okay, so everybody else falls in on a skull. He has a little bit better chance of jumping over them. I do want to take the risk. I've got enough healing potions. So, 1, 2, 3. I'm just setting myself up for jumping back and forth over that pit trap. Maybe not a wise idea. But he did manage to successfully jump over it. So that's the end of the elf's turn. The dwarf is going to crawl out of this pit. I'm not going to have him go back into it. So hopefully he will kill this orc and we can all just move forward with life. The orc gets 3 attack dice. Or no, the dwarf, I mean. And gets 2 skulls. So chances are pretty good that he's going to take out this orc, who's going to have to roll 2 black shields. Highly unlikely. He rolls 1, a valiant effort, but he's gone. Does he leave any loot behind? He does not. Need a 5 or 6 for that. Okay, so that was the dwarf's turn, and a good turn it was. Crap. Yeah, the wizard's got to jump this pit eventually, so let's just get it over with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then crowd surf to there. That's what he wants to do, but a skull will keep him from doing that. Crap. Okay, so in Elderast goes, down to 2 body points now, and that is the end of his turn. Meanwhile, Zargon doesn't have any enemies on the board, so he gets 1 threat. I'm going to start. We're getting close enough now. Even though I would much prefer to just do traps, I'm going to start spawning enemies here. So I can spawn anything that is weaker on my table than the wandering monster for the quest, which in this case is a Fimmer. Last time I spawned a dark elf assassin, and that was a really great way to get in some nasty damage fast. So I might make that kind of my go-to for this quest. To spawn every chance I get dark elf assassins. Here's the mini again if you missed it last time. This is from Descent First Edition, and that is not really focusing. There we go. It's from Descent First Edition. And I need to spawn her outside of line of sight, which I think I'm good doing right here. Yeah. So really close. And look at that. Oh my gosh. I couldn't have planned this any better, I don't think. She is, like, 1, 2. The wizard is right there. Not only that, but he rolls 1 fewer defense dice as long as he's in that stinking pit. And as a reminder, in case you forgot... oops. Where'd my camera go? Come back, camera. There we go. The Dark Elf Assassin has 6 attack dice, 6 defense dice, a body of 1, and a mind of 4, not really relevant, move 15. Oh, it has expert acrobat. I almost said extra acrobatic. Expert acrobat, which means she can just move right through enemy spaces at no risk to herself. But no, she wants to kill the wizard. She wants to kill the wizard, of course. That's who the assassin is sent to take out. 6 attack dice. My gosh. Probably going to do it in 1 blow here. Oh. Look at that. 2 skulls. 2 skulls. That could have been so much worse. I still don't think he's going to be able to defend that. In all likelihood. He gets... Does he get 2? He does get 2. Okay. Yeah, no. He was down to 2. He loses 2. So he's going to have to drink 1 of his healing potions. And let's see how much he gets back. Oh, good. Okay, so I will choose the 6, of course, but that will still only get him back up to 4. I mean, the wizard can go through those healing potions so stinking quickly. But at least that's all that she can do for now. Yikes. Okay, so we're going back to the hero's turn. And the barbarian's going first. He does not have a diagonal weapon. There's really nothing he can do to go after that Dark Elf Assassin. I think we just need to keep pushing forward and trust that the wizard's going to be able to take care of himself. So, here we go. Barbarian's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I reveal anything around that corner? There is nothing to reveal at this point. Let's see here. I guess he'll just open up the door and we'll get the party started. So let me adjust this camera just a bit so we can keep track of all of what's going on here. Okay, we got stuff going on in this room. We've got 3, count them, 3 treasure chests. I'm thinking these might be the chests that contain the titular Prince Magnus's gold. Hey guys, Peter Franson here. Want to play games to save lives? Then join me again this year for Game Save, our annual charity fundraising event in support of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, whose compassionate care and cutting-edge research has been saving the lives of children all over the world for decades. Joining the Game Save team only requires a willingness to ask friends and family to consider donating toward your fundraising efforts. Team members also usually do something fun and game-related to draw attention to their fundraising, like a special game night at your church or home, or like me, you could do a crazy 24-hour video game marathon. Now, I'm theming my fundraising around video games, but you can use tabletop games of any kind. What you do to raise funds is really entirely up to you, but by joining the Game Save team, you can get support and encouragement from myself, from other team members, and have more attention drawn to your fundraising efforts. You can get more info about the origins and heart behind Game Save itself at gamesave.christiangeekcentral.com. To join the team, just follow the invite link below, make an account at tiltify.com, then from your dashboard, create a new individual campaign using St. Jude Play Live 2022 as your cause, and check Support an Existing Campaign. Type CGC in the campaign search field and select CGC Game Save 22. To help your donors, I recommend including CGC Game Save 22 in the name of your individual campaign as well. After that, it's a short, simple process to finish up, and you'll be an official member of the Game Save 22 team. After that, as team leader, beginning in October, I provide team members with weekly tips and resources to make your fundraising as fun, easy, and effective as possible. October will be our main push for fundraising, capping things off with my annual 24-hour video gaming live stream on November 5th. Although you are welcome to continue fundraising until the end of November 30th, when our official final total will be tallied. If you have any questions before or after signing up, you can reach me anytime at paeter@spiritblade.com. I'm happy to help, and I hope you'll consider being a part of this with me. I can't wait to get started. Thanks for listening.